activities. Welcome all for coming, and first of all, I just want to thank you, the member who attended today, and thank you for coming on time. We much appreciated your time. We just want to welcome our guests now. We have the ceremony mayor, Tanya Birch. She can stand up and greet everybody. We have Councillor Teresa Pepe, sorry. She represents, sorry. Thank you for coming, supporting us. We have also Jessica. She usually helps us. Thank you for coming. She can greet people. Thank you. We have also Natalie. She has been involved in Salford for City of Sanctuary. She's the one who's been supporting us to make the city a City of Sanctuary. We have two guests from Salik's home who has been helping us in different things to organize events, supporting us. Whenever we have events, it's not just this year, but previous year. Thank you both for attending. You can stand up and greet people. Today's event is about celebrating cultural diversity in Salford. This project started last year in November. Is going to finish today, this month, sorry. And these are the people we did interview. It was like 30 people from different background who did some contribution here in Salford for the last 20 years. Many they are migrants from different background. That is the exhibition and launch of the end of the project. And also we are celebrating the Black History event. My colleague Wilson is going to explain more about that as well. And also we have people who did achieve some training. We do run training for IT. We're going to give them a certificate at the end as well. Maybe not all of them, but we do regular meets and people come here to get support. That's what we're going to do. Okay, now I'm going to invite my colleague Wilson. He can speak briefly about the Black History Month, and also we're going to carry on the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexis.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to welcome other guests. We have some communities leaders. We have the Vice Chair of Rwanda's communities, Mr. Noel. Thank you for coming. And I don't know if there's any other member. We have Siraj. Which group? Which group? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Is any member or any other leader community we have forgot? We have different group. We have Salford Forum groups, dance group. We have Iranian groups, and we have some other dance group who's coming as well. Thank you.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Maybe something that we need to make you aware is the housekeeping. So we have got all the toilets are there, men and the women, and also the disabled toilet. We not expecting any fire. If anything happens, let's just follow the sign and then we'll meet in the car park. Thank you so much. Ceremonial mayor, councillors, community leaders, faith leaders, doctors from Salford Royal Hospital, they'll be coming later on, and also Dr. Suraya from Salford University. We are very happy to welcome you today, where we are celebrating cultural diversity in Salford, as well as the Black History Month. Starting with the Black History Month, as you probably know, we always celebrate Black History Month in October every year. But this year we are in November, and we do believe that the Black History should be not only recognized in October, we can always do it on a daily basis, 365 days a year, or 366. So I really thank you all for gathering here today to commemorate Black History Month. It is a time we honor the resilience, achievement, and the contribution of Black individuals and the communities through history. This year, our theme is reclaiming narratives. It's a theme that reminds us that history is more just than a collection of facts. It is a living, breathing story. And like any story, who tells it and how it also shapes what we believe and understand. Far too long, the stories of Black communities have been told through lenses that often not visible, and the struggles to make sure that their voices are heard. Black history was not always celebrated in the public consciousness. It was hidden, overlooked, and sometimes not included in even the Black people themselves. But we have got a proud history, proud practice here in Salford that we do celebrate this every year for the last probably, as long as I've been here, more than 20 years. And we do thank everyone who helps us to make sure that this happens, because it does not happen without support. As today we focus on reclaiming narrative, we will recognize the power that comes from telling our own stories in our own ways with our own perspective. And this links with the project that I'll be talking about later on, that we have achieved, that we are launching today. We are happy to launch this today. And you'll be listening also people's stories, their lived experiences, talking to us, talking to you about their contribution that they've made in Salford and beyond. Reclaiming narrative means looking beyond what is traditionally recorded in textbooks and discovering voices that have long been silenced. It means acknowledging unsung heroes and the heroines. Those who fought quietly and bravely for freedom, dignity, and equality. It means uplifting stories that span far beyond oppression to highlight creativity, joy, innovation, and the excellence in the Black communities. We honor a lot of people from different corners of the world, those who fought for independence and those who fought for empowerment of Black people in America and here in Africa, all over the world. This is the time where we come together to put our hands together and to celebrate these people. But let's also remember those who also have died because of this journey. We find many artists, we find scientists, we find people, educators who have made a contribution to make that progress that we are making today. This month, let's commit to listen to these diverse voices and experiences, reclaiming them from the source that may always honor them fully. Each of us can play a role in this reclamation. We can engage with Black literatures, art, history from authentic sources. We can listen with open minds and support voices that challenge us to think differently. We can use this month not only to reflect but to act, to become active participants in waving inclusivity and reflecting on the complex legacy of Black communities, which we'll be going through today. Thank you so much for joining us today in celebrating Black History Month, as well as launching Celebrating Cultural Diversity in Salford. We really value everyone who is here, and we can't thank you enough for all your support, for everything you do to make this happen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wilson, for excellent speech and for clarification. Yeah, now we continue with the programs. I think the Sudanese group, they are not here yet.
We needed to talk about the project. It's about talk about through quickly. So in terms of this project, I forgot to talk about it. I'll be very quick. This is a project that we've been running for 1 year, and I can see some of you were there when we launched it last year. And this is now the product for the 1 year that we have gone through. I can see some faces of people who are included in the video. We really thank you so much for taking your time, being interviewed, and being recorded. Is really much appreciated. This project has engaged with as you can see, 32 people. And we tried to make a balance between men and women. We got 21 males and we got 11 females. And we also value the protected characteristics. So we, different ages, different faith. We have got people from, Siraj is over here, is from Little Hulton Muslim community. And we have got also the Langworthy Road Muslim community. And we have got some other faith leaders. And our dear Deborah, who is a writer as well as so somebody from the church. So we also want to take this opportunity to thank you all for your participation, as I also wanted to acknowledge the input that we have received from our MP, Rebecca Long-Bailey, and we have got Mayor of Salford, and we have got the youth service was much involved to make sure that we engage with the young people. You'll be listening more about young people. We want to thank the REACH project, which we have got, is an asset for Salford, and we've got doctors from Palestine and another one from Afghanistan who have taken part in this project. And we have got, Jesse has helped us to put us in touch with the youth service, and Martin was very, very helpful. And the Natalie Stables over there, she will be talking about the seat of sanctuary, what we have achieved as a seat of Salford. And we also thank our funders, Salix Homes. We thank the Unite, we thank the WEA, Gateway Library, Salford City Council. Most importantly, the Heritage Lottery has given a lot of money for this project. So without any further ado, I just want to thank you, and this is all about the project, and there is some photos there, and they'll be running a video here for your attention. Once again, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. That's great. We thank you all for all the contribution we have done. As I explained, we are Visible Outcome, which is social enterprise and charity now, and we do also Salford Forum, where we support people. We're going to invite the Salford Forum dance, because the Sudanese is not there, where they are getting ready. My colleague Ilfan, he can explain what we do as forum. He's the chair of the forum. Myself and Wilson and Ilfan, we do work together to support the community for Visible Outcomes and the Salford Forum. Wilfan is the chair, and we're working together, and he can explain as well, and then the dance can get ready.
Good morning. Hope you're enjoying the sunny weather here in Salford. It's invisible though, but it is there. If you go up in the clouds, you will find sun there. So sun is shining here in Salford. So thank you so much for coming here in this beautiful city of Salford. And finding time on a Wednesday, it's not easy to find time when it is Wednesday. If it was a weekend, it was all right. So for those who don't know me, my name is Irfan Saeed, and I chair Salford Forum for Refugees and People Seeking Asylum here in beautiful city of Salford. And also, I'm a very, very, very friendly Salford City Councillor. So you might hear it from our constituents. I'm very friendly, so treat me as a friend. So it is a great pleasure to welcome you all here today. I have to say, looking out at this wonderful gathering today, it's clear that Salford really knows how to show up. For a good cause, obviously, especially when there is some music, rock and roll, and hopefully good food involved. So thank you so much for coming. Now, as the chair, I'm told that I should keep it short and sweet. But anyone who knows me, that I have never met a microphone that I didn't like. But I promise though, I will save the long speech for some other time. And today I will be very short and sweet, of course. So we are here ready to celebrate the incredible contributions of refugees and people seeking asylum here in Salford. I'm very grateful and thankful to Adiuvomi Adisa Studios, who actually make it possible, by capturing, and the team, of course, it on camera. So it will be seen by generations after generation because of you, Adi. Thank you so much for that. The project Celebrating Diversity in Salford highlights the stories and talents of diverse, extraordinary people who have brought so much to our community. It takes true courage and resilience to pick up your life, come to a new place and build a home from scratch. And let me tell you, city of Salford is all the better for it. And speaking of the richness diversity brings to our community, it feels especially fitting to merge two celebrations together, Black History Month and celebrating diversity through Heritage Project. So Black History Month reminds us of the enduring contribution of Black and Asian communities here in Salford and beyond. It's a time to recognize the struggles, triumphs, and the achievements of BME individuals, including the trailblazers who paved the way in the art, in the civil rights, and right here in our local neighborhood. Refugees and people of African and Asian, Caribbean, and other diverse backgrounds have helped shape Salford cultural identity in countless ways. They bring new perspective, traditions, and energy, weaving their stories into the fabric of our city. We are stronger, more vibrant, and more compassionate Salford because of the diversity we embrace. So whether you are here to support, to cheer on a friend, or because you thought we were serving some stronger than water, no, it's not. Thank you. We are going to serve the water though. So thank you for being here. Let's celebrate our shared commitment to building a Salford that honors every voice, every story, and every contribution. So as Maya Angelou once said, we all should know that diversity makes for a rich tapestry, and we must understand that all the threads of tapestry are equal in value, no matter their color. So thank you all, and remember, I kept my promise, and I kept it sweet and short. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Irfan. Okay, the Salford Forum Dance Group, welcome. Can I have
short one. Yeah, we make. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. It sounds good now and better. I'm happy to be here. Today, I'm part of Salford Forum, and I'm part of Salford Choir, not dancing. I'm correcting my boss. Not dancing, but choir. We compose our own songs by ourselves. Today you will see a difference which we make from the community. Not to take anyone's song. I'm declaring this. Because of that, we are even doing our rehearsal in Piccadilly at the bus stop, and people are enjoying our songs there. I know Jessie have promised to give us a place where we do our rehearsal. So she's here today. I'm going to have a word of you. Before I forget, that's why I put it on the table for my young ones to repeat. So, Black History Month, I take all my things behind and my energy, I put it with me. I'm having health issues. I have to mention, because some of you are saying, you are here, this is my second home, Salford. I take my energy to come here to share with you my skills on singing. That's my passion. So today I'm going to say Black History Month must be done every month, not once a year. Can you second me? Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm going to give you our first song because of our time. Our first song is called Africa. You are going to enjoy, but we compose by ourselves, as I said, but we will try to put it on. Africa, ooh la la.
But I'm sending it to sing. Our last song.
Don't take my time. Okay, can I use it? Okay. Our second song is our last song. Because of time, we can give you even more than two. But because of their time, we are minting our time. is le. Le means we want just to be together, and then we share our love now. One man, one vote, they say, but for us it's for women.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Before we get the speech for the ceremony mayor, we're going to have a short video. Is it ready? Is it ready? Okay. I think they're going to do some video for short time, then the ceremony mayor. Please, can you be quiet? We need to follow what is going in the program. So we're going to have a short video and what's people who've been interviewed here in Salford, and then we can hear the speech from the ceremony mayor. This is about celebrating diversity.
Increasingly, we live in a diverse world. In the United Kingdom, ethnic diversity is speedily growing. And across the 10 Greater Manchester districts, Salford has the highest ethnic minority population increase in percentage in the last 10 years.
So looking back at Salford at that time and the Salford now, how would you say the development in Salford regarding inclusion and diversity, how would you say it has grown?
It had changed a lot. Say, if it was 1 in the scale, now it is 10.
What this means is that the city of Salford is not just home to white ethnic minority groups, it is also home to thousands of people from different race, culture, and ethnic backgrounds.
historically, we've been a city that's been built on immigration. My parents were immigrants from Ireland.
Wow.
And a lot of people in Salford can trace their history back to other parts of the world.
The city of Salford is diverse currently, but importantly, diverse historically. The city of Salford, when you think about our industrial past as well, was really, really important in terms of driving forward the Industrial Revolution and, ultimately, as a consequence of that, introducing this great city to the rest of the world.
But how has the experiences of integration, identity, and inclusion shaped the lives of these ethnic minority groups? To know this, I met with some people from the ethnic minority groups who arrived Salford in the last 20 years. And they shared with me their stories of strife and struggle, but more importantly, their success stories.
I'm a survivor of the 1994 genocide. After genocide, I was left a widow, and I was the only adult to survive. So after genocide, I was really traumatized. I couldn't really continue, and by God's grace, I moved out and arrived in the UK.
I came to the United Kingdom just over 20 years ago, and during those years I've been involved in different things, which led to become a councillor for Pendleton and Charlestown.
I couldn't believe that I'm going to be a councillor. That was something was like a surprise for me.
After I had my registration and license to practice in the UK, and I could walk into the ward and I could say to the patient, my name is Zula and I am a doctor, and it felt like I fulfilled my potential.
I'm the only one coffee ceremony maker in Greater Manchester. If I'm not exaggerate, I can say the whole UK.
Salford started as a village 200 miles northwest of London. This village, which became a city in 1926, is now one of the 10 metropolitan boroughs of Greater Manchester. The city, which covers 37 square miles, is made up of the towns of Salford, Eccles, Swinton, Pendlebury, Worsley, Wogden, and Earlham. Over the years, development has been very instrumental to the growth of the population of Salford. Dating back as far as 1750, during the Industrial War, Salford experienced population explosion. But many years later, in the 20th century, there was drastic population decline. However, the beginning of the 21st century saw a notable growth again in Salford's population. The city grew from about 73,000 in 2001 to over 278,000 in 2022. And in the last 10 years, its population increase ranks the highest in North England. The driver for this increase is the redevelopment in Salford, alongside migration, which has contributed to the city's diversity. Salford's growing diverse population welcomes people from different ethnic backgrounds. In the 2021 census, there were nearly 50,000 people living in Salford who are from the Black, Asian, and minority ethnic groups. Many of these people who now permanently live in Salford left their homeland for different reasons. I met with Alexis, a native of Congo. He is one of the many migrants in Salford who left his home country in 2002.
what was the push factor that made you leave your country down here?
Yeah, the country has been in conflict for the last 30 years. It's not stable. Sometimes you stay there, but you don't have like a future. And because of the conflict, and you decide to go where you can find like a stable life.
My name is Ruhullah Haji. Professionally, I'm a medical doctor, and originally I'm from Afghanistan. By the way, I'm double refugee. We came from Afghanistan to Ukraine, and I had my medical school there. And since 2022, we started in Ukraine. We left Ukraine and everything behind us and coming to UK.
In Ethiopia and Eritrea, always fighting and meaningless war. I don't know how to say, but whenever I remember, it's not easy for me. I lost my mom, I lost my dad, I lost my brother. I don't know even one of my brother where he is up to today. Okay, it's.
Prior to becoming a member of Parliament for Salford, Rebecca Long Bailey wasn't aware of the hardship that led many migrants to leave their home countries.
Since you got elected as a member of Parliament for Salford in 2015, what has been your experience with migrant, refugees and asylum seekers?
The experiences that they're going through was absolutely harrowing. And I didn't realise before I became an MP just how much poverty refugees and asylum seekers face and the experiences they face within society when they're trying to rebuild a new life from really difficult, horrible situations that they've had to flee from, in fear of their lives and their families' lives.
These push factors have prompted Salford to respond to the need of migrants from different parts of the world.
I think the traumatic experiences of leaving your country and being displaced with a weather, culture, smells, language that is different, leaving behind loved ones, but also going through, for example, the civil war in Rwanda, through various forms of oppression due to identity. The city of Salford has really tried to respond to the diversity.
Some migrants have come to the United Kingdom seeking sanctuary, while others, like Khadija, have embarked on the journey to the UK with her family for a better life and more opportunities.
Me and my family, meaning both my sisters and my mum, we immigrated from Portugal to the UK 12, almost 13 years ago. We came to the UK for, just like everyone else, for a better opportunity in education, for a better workplace for my mother, and just for a better life in general.
Besides the improved quality of life that the UK offers, the freedom to practice one's religion was the pull factor for Ibrahima, a practicing imam in Salford.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي أما بعد Alhamdulillah, my name is Ibrahima Balde. I'm from Guinea-Bissau. So actually I'm living here in Salford, Manchester, UK. So I'm living here more than 4 years, now 5 years. So I'm living here because I see the life here is very easy as a Muslim to stay in this country, to manifestation, whatever you're feeling, how are you feeling, to practice your religion and your culture in this country.
I'm Lisa Dipina. I'm original from Cape Verde, where I was born and raised, and moved to Portugal at the age of 17, 18. When I came to this country in 2004, in the summer, I came with the idea to study English, improve my English, and go back to Portugal to finish my degree. But then I ended up staying here, and I'm still here for other reasons.
Upon the arrival of these migrants in the UK, refugee migrants and asylum seekers were relocated to Salford. Irfan was one of them. He fled Kyrgyzstan with his family to seek safety in the United Kingdom after his life was threatened by mafias.
While my case was still on, they said that you had to move. So that's how I moved from London to Salford. I remember coming to Salford, I think it was in 2007, January. And we were being told that we will be moved to Salford in one of the NAS accommodations called National Asylum Support Accommodations. They were providing accommodation to people who had claimed asylum. And we were given a NAS accommodation in Salford in a place in Little Holton.
My name is Rula. I was born a refugee for Palestinian refugee parents, and when war broke in Syria, I could not complete my training in medicine, so I came to the UK as asylum seeker. And Home Office allocated me luckily in Salford, and that's how I got here. That's how my journey started here.
Similar to Rula, Deborah also got deployed to Salford from London. However, this move occurred after she found herself stranded on the streets of London.
I came with a businessman because what he said to me, I can work here. He left me on the street. He was telling me he's going to buy things to eat and to drink. He told me wait near to the train station, and I was waiting. He didn't come, and someone took me to the Home Office. From Croydon, they took me to Kent, Ashford. I've been staying there about 25 days. After 25 days, they bring us a temporary accommodation in Salford. 456 Great Chitamin East Street. Yeah, that's my first home. Salford is my first home.
For other migrants like Obiso, the pastor of Treasure in Clay International, his journey to Salford was quite different. He believes that his relocation to Salford was a destiny call. After living in the Midlands for some time, without feeling a real connection to the place, his wife took the decision to explore other cities.
I said to her, if God truly wants us to live where we are, there were three things I told her. Number one, you will not find it difficult in that place. Number two, by the time you return, you will have had a place that we will be able to settle into. Number three, you will have people there that will want to give you the support. She came back, and to my own amazement, it was the right place, and she said she found all those three things, and that was where the nudging started. As soon as we moved into Salford, there was something in the air about Salford that makes you feel at home.
When anybody comes from another part of the world and then decides to call Salford their home, they're amongst friends, and that's the way our community's always worked, and that's what we've seen happen with people from the council, other community and charitable organisations coming together, schools and colleges operating in a way that's welcoming, and it's been fantastic to see.
Salford is a melting pot of diverse people from over 50 countries. For migrants to successfully integrate into their new home, language is a key tool. However, many of these these migrants have come from countries where English is not the first language. In order to fully integrate, you must first overcome the language barrier and tackle the challenge of communication. Yolanda is a human rights activist from Congo, a French-speaking country. She was one of the migrants who experienced communication challenge upon moving to Salford as an asylum seeker.
I went to college to try to learn English. Unfortunately, it didn't last longer because after 1 year of claiming asylum, I was made, my case was refused and I became a destitute. So I had to stop my studies altogether because no one was available to pay for me. So during those years, those tough years, I kept on learning English myself, reading newspaper, the free newspaper. I would collect in the bus and also watching TV and then trying to find people to interact with. That's why I was able to learn English, and that also helped me when I actually settled. Then I went back to college, but that was after many years of being really unsettled. And
Alexis is another Congolese migrant who faced a similar challenge. Navigating the area and shopping for items wasn't easy.
Everything was new, and I have to learn, and especially when I have to start learning as well English, because that was not my first language from back home. Going to shop, for example, buying some stuff because I couldn't read some of the names. Then to choose what you should choose, maybe to choose different shop.
Okay.
I didn't know the area. That's some of the stuff.
So how did you go about it?
It was not easy, but I did get help from people from the church. But what I believed, it was about to have to do effort for myself, to read some books, and going to the college. And that has built my skills and my confidence as well to talk to people, especially was new people.
13 years ago, Siddiq arrived from Sudan. The language barrier hindered his ability to communicate publicly.
Whenever you go to a place, I try to stay quiet because whenever you try to speak, you think, oh, I'm not speaking like them. So if I'm speaking my broken English or even trying to find someone else to help me, so I will feel like I'm a bit embarrassing. And then most of the people do, they just try to stay silent.
Fast forward 20 years, a significant number of migrants, including refugees and asylum seekers, now have a voice and can express themselves. This is largely attributed to the financial support provided by the government for refugees and asylum seekers to gain a higher education degree, as well as Salford University Sanctuary Scholarships, which help asylum seekers, refugees, or forced migrants progress to higher education.
I couldn't speak English, the language was a problem. How to convert my overseas qualification, that was another difficult. So I went to do my studies at this university, and I got a maintenance grant as well as paying for my school fees. So I'm grateful for that. It's really thankful for the government for having that kind of scheme to help people who could not otherwise access the higher education, because I do feel that education is very important and there is a liberating force.
Education is a practice of freedom. It's the driving force for me being in the university as a senior lecturer in social work. The University of Salford is situated in a very diverse community in Salford, and it's crucial that the university is used by the community and seen as part of the community.
When these migrants arrived Salford newly, the community was not only new geographically, but also in terms of culture and lifestyle. This led to many experiencing culture shock.
I remember when I was new, I went to Tesco and buying my groceries, and I just paying what I have in my hand, and I just hold my stuff and go. In my culture, the seller or the shop owner has to say to you, thank you, because you go and buy. I didn't know I should say thank you to her. The lady, I bought it, I paid, I just walked, she shouted like that, thank you. And I was shocked. I said, I just think nobody there, when I in English culture, you should say thank you for it and everything. And since that time, I thought I know little English, but since that time I don't know any English. And I start from scratch.
Similarly, Irfan had a strong grasp of the English language prior to moving to the UK. However, his proficiency was put to the test after encountering a Salford councillor at Peel Park in Little Halton.
He said, what do you do? I said to him, no, nothing, we are just waiting for a decision. So, to be honest, nothing. He said, do you like to volunteer? I said, what do you mean by volunteer? I said, no, helping people. I said, I need someone to help me. How can I help anybody? So he said, okay. We are organizing an event, and where you will going to see many people from different backgrounds, and come and join us. And he gave me the address. I remember going to the council in Symington. I called him. I said, I'm here, but there's nobody in. He said, where are you? I said, no, I'm in the council. He said, no, we are not there. It's in my council surgery. So I wasn't able to differentiate what do you mean by council surgery and the counselor, and so I was confused. There are some words which we use in a different way in our own country. So surgery normally we use for an operation in a hospital.
Yes.
And in here you use surgery as a place where you can drop in, where you have got office, and I didn't know at that time,
The process of migration has been a learning experience for Black, Asians, and minority ethnic groups in Salford. A journey of unlearning and relearning. This experience has also been shared by the native residents of Salford.
I'm Portuguese by nationality, but I'm from Cape Verde. And one of the things I realized people didn't know was Cape Verde. Of course, it's your country. You feel like, how do you don't know how it's Cape Verde? And one of the things, my way to teach people West Cape Verde is like to give them a complete lesson of geography, and then people say, oh yeah, I went back home and I searched in the map. Is that tiny dots in the map? And that's, yes, it's those tiny dots there.
While culture shock is a typical experience when adjusting to a new environment, it can often bring feelings of confusion and anxiety. These feelings can sometimes help migrants to understand the native people and how to relate with them. Gilbert is from Rwanda, a country in East Africa, where greeting is an important aspect of his culture. But in Salford, it's quite different.
When I arrived in UK back home, when I meet someone on the street, I will say hello to anyone passing by. And the first time I tried, and people looked at me as a stranger, and I was shocked really, because I was expecting them to respond to my hello, but I didn't get it. So I had to ask people around if that was the way people behaved. And I learned to say hello to the ones I knew or I've been in touch with.
For me, I was shocked being on the buses and how young boys and girls would put their feet on the seats. And I used to think, should I tell them? Because in India, we would get told off by our elders doing this. It doesn't matter if they belong to your family or not.
In the UK, when I first came, I spent like a good 2 months without knowing who the person who lived next door was. So I didn't know my neighbors until a while. So that was what was different compared to when in Zimbabwe. When you come to an area or a community in Zimbabwe, everyone comes to greet you and to welcome you. I guess it's just because people in the UK tend to mind their own business and do their thing, but that's what was different.
The way I saw the missionaries and they're coming here, I thought that everybody is going to be a missionary here. So that was the first shock that I had coming to Salford.
Other than the culture shock Kalu experienced, integrating into the Salford community was easy.
Coming to Salford is not only an eye-opener, but also it has been something that I treasured, and I thank God that I came to Salford. Because I came to Salford, I never been treated like a migrant. I came to Salford. We integrated into Salford, and we have been part of the panels in Salford. So right from the onset we came due to our ministerial engagement and activities.
While some migrants experienced a smooth process of integration, others faced difficulties. The feelings of alienation, stereotypes, and discrimination faced by Blacks, Asian, and minority ethnic groups worsened significantly after the Manchester Arena bomb on May 22nd, 2017.
Since 2006, I'm here in Salford. Up to 2018, it was not easy, very hard. But specifically after Manchester Arena bomb, was very, very hard time we spent in Salford. Yeah, we're suffering because of one person do wrong things. Specifically, they come in our house, they knock the door, they throw egg, they throw water. A lot of, I report crime, racism, many things. But it was not action that time, but now, thank God, good time. I think less, not like before, it's less.
Yes.
Obviously, when we came here, it wasn't the safest place. I remember this place, Old Soul, I think it's called, wasn't as nice as it is. 20 years ago, there was a lot of crimes. You couldn't walk on your own at night. Remember going to the petrol station to buy some groceries. I think it was, some young girls and boys asking me to buy cigarettes and alcohol for them. Obviously, I knew it's wrong. When I refused, they attacked me and tried to beat me up. About 8 of them. Obviously, I was younger, leaner back then. I had to run, but I got a bit of beating back then. I think it was not far from here. Langley Road, I think it's called.
Having experienced its own fair share of racism, particularly from children, during its early years in Salford, Hirfan used its volunteer work and activities to educate young people in the area about multiculturalism, diversity, and love.
I'm proud that I was, not 100%, but I was able to change where I lived, where I worked as a volunteer, to change that, kind of an atmosphere where people used to talk to each other, help each other, and had they didn't discriminate on the basis of color, creed, or nationality. I was able to remove that barriers. I used to go to the schools, go to the churches, organize events, and tell them about different cultures, different people, different languages. And the people who, I think, always used to say no to people from different backgrounds, now used to have become one, come to events, eat together. That's just what has changed, actually,
In the last 20 years, migrants in Salford have experienced different forms of prejudice. But during those years, the city has also undergone significant transformation. Through deliberate efforts and ongoing education from both the council and the community, Salford has become more accepting of migrants.
20 years ago to now, how would you measure the growth of Salford in the area of diversity, inclusion, and integration?
We've always been diverse, always. As I say, we're a city that's been built on immigration, from those who came over in the 1960s to those who came over in the 1800s from different parts of the world in the Industrial Revolution. So it's something that we've always been proud of, and it's always been part of our DNA. But certainly...
Oh, thank you.
The mic is not working.
The mic. Change. There's two mics. Use the other one. Where's the second one? Over to you.
Hello? 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 Oh, thank you. Oh, the video is a little bit longer, and we have to think about the time. But the video is going to be put on these tablets and in the museum. And thank you for the team who did help us to do the video. On YouTube as well. It's going to keep running. Maybe we're going to keep the programs at the time going faster. And thank you everybody who have been involved. Let's keep now ongoing the programs. We're going to invite the ceremony mayor, Tanya, who's going to have a speech. Thank you. Before she can speak, we welcome some other new guests. We've got Gavin. Thank you for coming as well. We've got two other guests who came as well. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is a pleasure and joy and honor to be here today. My name is Tanya Birch, and I am the ceremony mayor of the city of Salford by God's grace, and it's a tremendous opportunity to stand here today as the first citizen of the city of Salford and to welcome you here, extend my warmest welcome to Salford. And it is, thank you, it is a privilege for me to stand here as well as an immigrant into this country. And today we are celebrating Diversity Project, diversity in Salford. I was here a year ago when this project was launched, and many thanks go to the charity Visible Outcomes for You who run this project. Many thanks, of course, go to those who sponsored the project and made it possible. Heritage Lottery Fund especially, and the rest of the funders. Could we please appreciate them? Yeah. Thank you. So a year ago, we had a pop-up stand like this, and there were 3 empty chairs on it. And we heard the story of 3 musketeers. It was Councillor Irfan Said, Councillor Alexis Shama, and Councillor Wilson Kurunziza. And they shared how 3 of them came together and they were dreaming a dream. How could we celebrate the ethnic diversity in this city? And today, we can say that those chairs are very well filled. We've got so many people here from every part of the world celebrating diversity. We come from different parts of the world. We have our own struggles, our own challenges, our own barriers to overcome, but we are all united in one, that we are now living in the city of Salford. We are today celebrating the Black History Month, and of course it was last month, but as we've heard it before, we can celebrate Black History Month every day, and we should celebrate ethnic diversity every single day, wherever we are, whatever it is that we do. We all have been... We have all had our challenges. We would not leave our country in most cases to come to a foreign land, to be faced with different culture, different language. And we can identify in this. It is important for us to share about those struggles, because the same comfort that we received, we can pass it on to those who are coming to this country now. And several people today, out of those 32, they were talking about the language. The language is very important. And I remember when I first arrived into this country, I had a degree in English. When I came here, I could not understand anything. And I'm thinking, what degree do I actually have? Because they taught me this Queen's English at the university. When I came we were living in Tameside and then in Salford, and all this hiya, ta-ra, ta, and I literally Googled ta-ra, ta. What are these words, ta-ra and ta, all the time, and hiya. So I practiced. Can you imagine? I came to the council estate we were living on, and I said to people, "How do you do?" You can imagine the reaction. So I came home and I actually practiced saying hiya, hiya, hiya. So I practice learning new skills. That's what we do. We're faced with so many cultural differences, so many cultural challenges. As we've heard, one of them I will never understand. Why do in this country we have two separate taps, cold and hot? And you're either scalded or you are freezing. Wash your hands. What is this about? I couldn't understand that. And even the language, when I eventually could understand this very fast-paced language, and the words that are chopped at the end, I could understand what they were saying, but what they were meaning to say was a different story. Who identifies? For instance, when I first came here and got married, I would say to my British husband, let's go to let's go to Stockport for a day. Would you like to go? He says, if you want to. How many British people know that means no? I said, oh, if you want to, I want to, let's go. So it was not a very happy day, and I could not understand what happened. So knowing the language and knowing what is meant behind it, the cultural differences, we all had to overcome. And it takes courage to take risks in the new land. Step out, not to close yourself in your own culture, but like we're doing it today, just mingle, experience other cultures. And it is so important for us not to build those walls. This is how we do it, and this is how you do it. It's important to build bridges, to enjoy each other's culture, each other's traditions, customs, because they do truly enrich our lives. And I've embraced some of the British culture, and it has enriched my life. Now I can say it has enriched my life, but I'm also holding on to my Ukrainian culture, and some things I'll never change. But it is good for us to enjoy everybody's culture, celebrate that, not confront each other with our differences. And as we are celebrating today, those 32 individuals, they're not just stories, they're human beings that experienced all those challenges, overcame them, and now are a blessing to our community. And today, it is so important for us not to just talk about the challenges and the pain that we have been through or going through. It is good because that can help us, and those who hear us, they can think, my goodness, if they're experiencing that, it's not just me feeling like this. But also, it is important for us to celebrate what we have achieved. And amongst these people, we've got doctors, as we have heard, we've got preachers, laborers, teachers. We've got diversity that enriched the city of Salford. And look at this. We've got today 3 councillors on the very city council who are making strategically important decisions for the city of Salford. How amazing is this? And for myself, being from Ukraine, it is a tremendous opportunity to be the ceremonial mayor of this city, to represent the city as an ethnic minority. And truly, the city of Salford has become the place of hope and glory to 32 individuals, and I can certainly say for myself as well. So going forward, these gatherings are not just for us to come together to tick the box in this is what I do because this is my position. at work or because my friend brought me, or all because the food is amazing and the music and the dancing is exciting and the colors are vibrant. It is important for us to come here today and walk out being infused with new passion and desire every day, wherever we are, to celebrate our diversity. And I remember people, because I had a degree in English, so I could understand some of it. But people, because as soon as they heard me speak, they would start speaking slower, as if speaking slower and louder would help to understand English. Because I had an accent, that was the attitude people used to have. And it is important for us to just treat those from ethnic backgrounds equal, not looking down on them because they've got an accent, they've got different shade of their skin, or they're coming from a slightly different culture, their hair, their clothing, and their culture is slightly different. It is important for us to celebrate that. And going forward, let's in every day incorporate that thought. We are celebrating those who came from other countries, but we're also celebrating the culture that we came into. So thank you ever so much, and thank you for the organizers.
Thank you, Ceremony Mayor Tanya, for a nice speech. Now we're going to invite Natalie, the head of service of Salford Ethnic Minority and Travelers Achievement. I think she... she's going to speak as well. She, as I said, she has more involved to help us for Salford to become the city of sanctuary. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Alex. It's lovely to be here today. As Alex said, my name's Natalie and I'm head of the Ethnic Minority and Traveller Achievement Service in Salford, quite a long title. But basically, it's my job to work with all our schools and make sure that they're doing the best job possible to help all our international new arrival children that come to our city. And we have many. 30% of our school population now identifies as ethnic minority. We have new and emerging communities every day. And it's really important that our schools and all the people that work within the council are culturally competent and can work effectively with our new and emerging communities. And I am really, really passionate about that. We've talked a lot this morning about learning English. Our main job with my team is 17 teachers and teaching assistants in my team. And we work really, really hard to help these young people learn English as quickly as they possibly can. It's particularly difficult for older young people, and some of you will know that, and some of you probably arrived when you were older. If you come when you're sort of age 5 and 6, that's, the chances, you've got more of a chance to learn English and things probably going to be okay. But if you arrive age 14, 15 or above, that is tough. That is really, really tough. And a lot of young people have left their friends, their family, their culture, their language, and they need a lot of support and understanding. So some of those children come with their families, but some of those very vulnerable children are unaccompanied asylum-seeking children. And it's so important as a council that we support these young people. So basically, I'm here to actually talk about the City of Sanctuary, but I wanted to give you the background of where I come from, because a lot of the young people we were supporting were from asylum and refugee backgrounds. And I thought, we really do need to help these children as much as possible. So I became aware of an initiative called the City of Sanctuary. And this was back in about 2016, 2017. And this is a movement to make sure that institutions, whether that's councils, whether that's schools, whether that's libraries, universities, all kinds of institutions, are making sure that they understand what it's like to be an asylum seeker and refugee, have empathy, have knowledge, but make sure that those services are accessible as much as possible for those people. So I embarked on a project to initially grow the Schools of Sanctuary movement in Salford. And just before the pandemic, we had 16. We have now got 16 schools that are officially Schools of Sanctuary. I've got another 7 schools that are going through the accreditation this year. So a lot of our head teachers are really, really interested in this initiative, and they want to make sure that they provide as much support and welcome as they possibly can. But I wanted to take it one step further, and I wanted us to become a city of sanctuary. And working in partnership with Wilson and the Forum for Asylum Seekers and Refugees, working with Jess from the council, the Equalities team, and working with a lot of people from community groups, speaking to them, we were very proudly, we were made a city of sanctuary in March last year, that's right, I think. So it didn't stop there. We're not sitting on our laurels. There's lots of work to be done. We were given a really favourable recommendation from the National City of Sanctuary Group as one of the better councils in the UK, but we do have a lot of work still to do, okay? We have developed some resources. We have developed some things on our council website. If you Google Salford City of Sanctuary, you'll see what we've put on there. But also as well, we are trying to develop some resources for new arrival families. When you arrive, the stories that we heard on the video today, that really difficult time when you arrive, you don't know the language, you don't know where the services are, you might not know where the shops are, the schools, etc. So we're putting together some information. We're running a pilot in the Pendleton and Charleston area. That piece of work is currently sitting with the comms team, with the council, but we'll be getting that ready to get that out, because we think it's really important that we can reach out to asylum seekers to help them help themselves as well. Okay, so we're doing that. What else are we doing, Jess? Oh yes, what I would like to say is we have a steering group, and we meet about every 8 weeks, usually about 10 o'clock on a Thursday mornings online. We are looking for more people to join our group, particularly people from the community, particularly people that may have an experience of asylum seeking refugee background. If you haven't, you're still welcome, but if you have, that will be really, really great. We would like to build that group in order for us maybe to tap into some funding potentially as well, so that we can do more on the ground for asylum seekers and refugees, okay? So to really strengthen that partnership between council workers, councillors, and the people on the ground, and enhance the great work that the forum already does as well. Okay, so yeah, I think that's me done, okay, but thanks very much. Lovely, thanks. What's that? Oh, yes. Yeah, if you want to contact us, I don't know the best way, through Wilson or whatever. Will you be sending some comms out? Or? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm around all today, so if you please do approach me or Jess. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the nice speech. I think there's some food which you're gonna bring from outside. While we are bringing the food, we're gonna listen to a video from United Trade Union. They have sent us a message. We do work together with them. If the video is ready, we can put it on. Thanks.
Hello to everyone at the event today. My name's Chris Neville and I am the chair of the Unite North West Service Industries branch, a branch which Irfan is also a member of. I'm really sorry I can't be at the event today. I did want to come, but unfortunately I couldn't get the time off work. I think Black History Month is a really important opportunity to celebrate elements of history in Britain that can often be overlooked. And there's been many great achievements in the trade union movement led by Black and Asian workers. We had organisations such as the Indian Workers Association who led the way in the fight for rights of immigrant workers. There was the Brunswick strike, which lasted for 2 years. It was a strike led mainly by Asian women in pursuit of equality, as well as union recognition and better pay. I'd like to encourage everyone today, if they're not already a member of a trade union, to join one, and more importantly to use your voice within the trade union movement to push for the change you want to see and to steer it in the direction that you want it to go in. I just want to say about Irfan, I'm really lucky to have Irfan in my Unite branch as our BAME officer. He has recently been recognised by Unite's General Secretary for the good work he does, and I know there's a wider team working really hard to promote unity by organising these events which bring communities together, and that the work we do is very, very inspiring. And I'm delighted that my trade union branch is supporting the event, and I believe there should be some goodie bags from Unite there for you all to take home. Hope to see you at the next event. Keep up the good work, and I'll leave you with a slogan from the trade union movement that I hope we can all agree on. That slogan is "Unity is strength." Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the speech from the United Trade Union. Before we have, was expecting some other. Let's invite Gavin. He's one who's been supporting us as well. He can have a speech for 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Thanks Alexis and Irfan for inviting me today.
Has the highest ethnic minority population in percentage in the last 10 years.
So my name's Gavin and I'm from GMCBO. But we distribute grants on behalf of the NHS, and Visible Outcomes are one of 26 projects across Greater Manchester that give culturally appropriate mental health support. So I've been to other events with Visible Outcomes and they've seen that the work that they do, and people have said on the videos, the confusion when they first arrive, and when you have mental health issues as well, obviously that is very difficult. So it's great that organisations such as Visible Outcomes is able to do that work. It's just coming up to 2.5 years now, and I've seen the fantastic work that they're able to do. And in fact, somebody came and spoke at one of our events a couple of weeks ago. Alexis brought a lady called Rose, and she talked about her circumstances and the fantastic support that Visible Outcomes had given and how it changed her life. And when she was speaking, the room was completely silent because everyone was, they were just, they couldn't believe her story and what an impact, and her words were very powerful. So it was great to have someone who actually spoke about their own experience and how Visible Outcomes had changed their life. And I think one thing since I've been doing this work is that the culturally appropriate support and people understanding, it's funny that Mayor, when you were saying about the different nuances of the English language, well, when it's in your own language and you can understand, and when there's not the words for a literal translation that you're trying to explain to a doctor, having someone who can speak your language and knows your culture is so important. So is that enough time, Alexis? Is the food ready now? I've done the filling. But thanks again for inviting me. And I know that Visible Outcomes and the other projects across Greater Manchester. The work that you do is so valuable. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have a singer called Sarah. She's going to do some singing as well. Don't know if excuse me. You are.
Hello. Does everybody know who Marilyn Monroe is? Put your hands up if you know. Oh, hello, you know me. Hi. Marilyn Monroe is a very well-known, classic, loved actress and singer by many. And today, I'm going to have a little sing-song and have a little dance. And anyone who wants to get up and have a dance with me, please feel free. So what I do is I like to go around different communities and I like to visit care homes and residential homes. And I meet lots of lovely elderly people and I like to entertain them and they just have the best time ever. And my name is Marilyn Monroe Tribute UK. Check it out on Facebook if you want to. So you might notice some of these songs, you might not notice some of them, but either way, please sing along. I'm just going to set my music up when we're ready, and then we can get started. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, can you be quiet, please? Yeah, can you be quiet, please? They are trying to get ready for the song.
Hello?
Testing that might need to go louder.
How many?
Testing. Yeah.
Can you be quiet, please? Okay.
All calm yourselves.
Yes.
I'm just going to start singing one as a test. If it's okay, we'll carry on. If it's not, if the sound isn't okay, we might start again.
Night breezes seem to whisper, I love you. Birds singing.
Stars fading, but I linger on near, still craving your kiss. I'm longing to linger till dawn, dear, just saying this. Sweet dreams of moonbeams find you. Sweet dreams that leave all worries behind you. But in your dreams, whatever they be, dream a little dream of me. I think we'll recognize this one. I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. I wanna be kissed by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be kissed by you alone. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel that desire to make you my own. Ba-dum-da-dum-dee-dee-dum. Oh, I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you alone. So this is the part where we like to get up and have a little dance. I couldn't aspire to anything higher than to feel that desire to make you my own. Then I like to get people to wave their arms like this. Oh, very good. Oh, we have some very good dancers in the house. I like this outfit over here. I couldn't aspire to anything higher but to feel that desire to make you my own. Ba-dum-da-da-dee-dee-dum. Oh, I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you prefer a man who lives and gives expensive jewels. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Tiffany's, Cartier, Black Star, Frost Garden. Talk to me, Harry Winston, tell me all about it. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. Time rolls on, and youth is gone, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank
We
you.
do have a few more songs, but feel free to chat among yourselves.
Okay.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
We're going to give some certificate. Thank you so much. That's nice. Yeah, okay. We're going to give some certificate. Maybe you can do after again. Can I invite Ceremony Mayor, Councillor Tanya, and Ceremony Mayor, Councillor Pepper. Then we can give some people who did some achievement for certificates for IT training. I know that not everybody is going to get it. We didn't do for everybody. But whoever called, we're going to give them certificate. Oh, okay. Can Mohammed Said Khalid, is he here? Mohammed, he was just here. Just go outside. Chantal is not here. Muna. Pervez, I think it's Helen. Helen, she's here. Helen, yes. Yeah, she did some IT training, and this is the certificate for the achievement. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Lila? Yes. Lila?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Christina Ndola? Emily Bakekola. She's not here. Rose, Mama Rose, I think she's in a chicken. Mama Rose. Mama Rose. Thank you. Aida Safari. Aida Safari. Okay. Yes. The next one is going to be Hira. Okay. Yes, please. Okay. Hira. Yeah. I think he's not here, this guy, and he's not there. Sultan. Huri Malek. Thank you. Thank you for the next one is Philemon Mujinga. got Regine. Regine.
Excuse me.
There are two. I don't think. There are two. Tora, I don't think is here. Rudo. Huh? Okay. Okay, can take. Okay. Okay, Rudo, I think she's in the back. She's gone. David, Nazir, I don't think so, is here. Nadej, Nadej is not here. I think Muna. Chantal Musomba, Mohammed Said. Mohammed is not here. Rudo Sultan, she's not here. I think Waba, I think I saw yes, the wife is here. You can come here. I think, yeah.
No, because it's in the Telegram. It's in Telegram. It's not in WhatsApp.
The WhatsApp?
No, here.
Oh, Telegram. Copy.
Oh,
Send it.
copy.
Copy from.
Copy paste, yeah?
Send it. Yeah.
I think that's everybody, and thank you so much. We're gonna have a song before we get the food. Then we're gonna do some song. Is the Iranian group here for dancing? Are you there for dancing? Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for that. We're gonna have the dance group from Iran, and then we're gonna have one more song from Sarah. Thank you. Then we're gonna have food. Yeah, come on.
No screenshots. No screenshots. Yes, you should come up. Stay there. Now play. Go on. You're ready. Play from your phone. Is it on? Is it on? Is it on? Play now. No, Bluetooth. We played before. It's not playing. Play it on Bluetooth.
قریم خانم میگه آماده این اجازه بدید صبر کنی خانم صبر کن خب وایستادن همه
He doesn't have his tag. Look at it. No, Bluetooth. This one, let's this one play. You play it now.
Hello? Are you not ready?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Helen. I'm happy to be here. I have some sharing the culture song. Please, everybody, if possible, clapping. Please. That's very nice. The Turkish sing. Please, clapping. Qaşları tatma, qaşları tatma, qaşları tatma, məni yada satma. Qaşları tatma, qaşları tatma, məni yada satma. Atmıram səni, sən də məni atma. Atmıram səni, sən də məni atma. Qaşları tatma, qaşları tatma, məni yada satma. Atmıram səni, sən də məni atma. Sevgildən soyma, sevgildən soyma, məhəbbətdən doyma. Sevgildən soyma, sevgildən soyma, muhabbətdən doyma. Səni gezlərim, axşara dedəymə. Səni gezlərim, axşara dedəymə. Qara gözləri, qara gözləri, qana yola salma. Qara gözləri, qola yola salma. Ələ yar, yar, sən deylərsən şez. Ələ yar, yar, sən deylərsən şer. Axı mən eləyirəm sənsiz. Axı mən eləyirəm sənsiz. Qaşları tatma, qaşları tatma, məni yada satma. Dan da da dan dan da 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 dan dan. Thank you very much, everybody. Clapping. This sing Turkey sing. My culture sing.
Leyla, dance. Now dance.
Yeah, disconnect your Bluetooth. Disconnect your Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
What's you calling?
Yeah, my full name. Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Okay, we're gonna invite Sarah. Before we get the food, we're gonna, in a few minutes, we're gonna have food. Sarah, you can sing probably one song or two. The food is gonna be ready. Please sit down. We're gonna ask people to get food by order. Good thing. Okay, yeah, please make sure you sit down. We're gonna ask you, have visitor. We're gonna ask our visitor first to get food, then everybody. We're gonna ask each table to stand up and get the food. Sarah can get one song, and then we can have food. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, if the food is ready. If it's not ready, you can do two more. Thank you.
So this is a slightly slower song, but feel free to talk among yourselves while you wait for your food. Don't mind
Okay, now we're gonna get the food there. Please get the queue.
Falling in love with you.
Are you ready now? Yeah, I think you can save everybody's time here. You stay there, 4 people can take. You can stay there, everybody. Yeah, you can save and save people.
Hello.
That's fine, thank you. These people want to eat now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we clap the hand for Sarah? Okay, we're gonna ask people now by order. Please, can you be quiet? Can you be quiet? We're going to start by this table here. We've got our ceremony mayor and the councillor here. They're going to start to go and get food. We're going to call table by table. Please don't stand up before we ask the table to stand up. Can I ask the table here, Councillor Teta and the other councillor and Jessica as well and Natalie. Please sit down until we call the table. Huh? Sorry?
On the side.
Who?
People when don't eat food.
Please sit down until we ask you to stand up. Who? No. Who's coming here?
Your guests.
So if you're on this table, do you want to go through to get some food?
Please. Oh.
See, I'm very loud.
Okay, Gavin. Sorry. Gavin. Yeah, you can. Yes, this. No. Wait first. Yeah. I think he should be okay. You can go. It's fine. No. Stand up, please. Okay. Yeah.
چطوری؟ سلام، حال شما خوبی؟ کوچولو چطوره؟ امین آره میدونم دیگه مرد شد. بزرگ شد یا نه؟ هنوز رو همون شیطونی و کوچولو همونه. آخه
Hello. There is somewhere people can get 360 pictures in this room. Whoever wants, he can come one by one.
Yeah, we can have a very good pictures here, so please come in if you want to have a picture, please.
Yes, I am. Volume is my friends give me good news for her. I am very happy just now I hear that. Because one some people stay prayer or manipulate. Oh, did she get that? No, he's sound. I was very happy for her.
I remember the day my husband got his leave to remain. It was just like so many years of stress. I think we've been married almost 50 years at that point. And it was just like problems every time, to be honest. It's a really difficult time because you don't know what happened. No, exactly. Every day your mind is and if you fail it, you lose all of that money and you have to start doing try and have to spare £600-700. Yeah, it's I think I think as a lesson from the hotel, I am a psychologist, when I listening to the story.
You don't know this? Ice Iranian?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah. No, right.
They call it and when you hear more basic. Better than English food.
Iranian food?
Yeah, it's good.
Me too, I like Iranian. Not too spicy, just okay. Yeah. Right, yeah. Salad. Oh, lovely. Yeah. She's had a small operation. No more. Should whisper.
You're trying to tell me something deep. And now definitely no, it's okay. You're like, no, what? Somebody we know. Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully it's going to be okay. But she shouldn't tell you what.
Right, okay. No, she doesn't do it now.
When you come here, you should eat already. You don't sorry.
I believe in good. Yes, I believe in good and bad. Not good and bad. Good and bad. Yeah. The good is the one who makes you who you are. That was my mum and dad. No. No, my dad was a Christian. My mum was Christian. No. But we were all brought up. You be what you want to be.
So now, meeting every day different people. Yeah. Really, you are a woman chosen. Yeah. Like your mom, she was a Christian.
Yeah.
It means Christ. It means Jesus. The one who connects to you to the head one.
I know, but my dad's so weird. My dad was Christian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll give my card.
Thank you very much. How are you?
Oh, thank you.
I saw yeah.
Kenya. We started a day up there. So not talk so much why. Most of the people were not available. So no African feel
Somalian, some of them they don't approach some other people to be known. I've been here for 32 years. It's from Somalia. This one. Mama Deborah. Mama Deborah. Deborah,
you see everything. You see everything. I'll show you when you went to this thing. When you went to yeah. Everybody's gonna have it. And it's gonna be on YouTube. so we can share it. Song. Origin. Oh, okay. You want to go? Coke is there. Which one? Diet or? It's for me, don't worry. I'm big already, so I'm not taking Coke.
Come on, relax. Relax, man.
I'm big already, so why not? There's water here. Oh, okay, explain that. Let me play.
So when are we getting the thingy?
The video. Yeah, once they approve for it to be shared. I'm ready for you anytime.
Inclusion and diversity, how would you say it has grown?
It has changed a lot. Say, if it was 1 in the scale, now it is 10.
What this means is that the city of Salford is not just home to white ethnic minority groups. It is also home to thousands of people from different race, culture, and ethnic backgrounds.
Historically, we've been a city that's been built on immigration. My parents were immigrants from Ireland.
Wow!
A lot of people in Salford can trace their history back to other parts of the world.
The city of Salford is diverse currently, but importantly diverse historically. The city of Salford, when you think about our industrial past as well, was really, really important in terms of driving forward the Industrial Revolution and, you know, ultimately, as a consequence of that, introducing this great city to the rest of the world.
But how was the experiences of integration, identity, and inclusion shaped the lives of these ethnic minority groups? To know this, I met with some people from the ethnic minority groups who arrived Salford in the last 20 years. And they shared with me their stories of strife and struggle, but more importantly, their success stories.
I'm a survivor of the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi in Rwanda. After genocide, I was left a widow, and I was the only adult to survive. So after genocide, I was really traumatized. I couldn't really continue, and then by God's grace, I moved out and I arrived in the UK.
I came to the United Kingdom just over 20 years ago, and during those years I've been involved in different things, which led to become a councillor for Pendleton and Charlestown.
I couldn't believe that I'm going to be a councillor.
I know two basking Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waloma. My advice is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I know two basking Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waloma. My advice is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I know two basking Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waloma. My advice is fun along. Cause Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily Fala. My pretty. I turn on moon. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You don't like me, Waluma. My attack is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Story about dying. I'm still your daddy. Oh, I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know, like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two King Solomon. I get get high, adrenaline. You know like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two basking Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two basking Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two basking Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala. My pretty. I know two basking Solomon. I get high, adrenaline. You know like me, Waluma. My attacks is fun along. Cause my guys don't follow no. Make the sky start falling down. Sorry about that. I'm still your daddy. Oh, Lily, Bala.